What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Lucky Pierre's movie reviews. Tonight we're reviewing a brand new movie for you. It's called In a Violent Nature. Okay guys, In a Violent Nature, what did you guys think about this movie?
I thought it was very cool. It was some bad stuff, some good stuff, but the good stuff definitely outweighed the bad stuff.
I would agree with that.
Great concept,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to make it like more engaging, but there has to be a way, because obviously this is like the first dude who tried to make a slasher from that perspective, but it led like 1/3 of the movie was just boring silence dude walking. I mean, you can't get around it, but there has to be a way to like, I feel like it was a missed opportunity, because with a better score or something, I feel like it would have not has been
I kind of
as
like
boring.
there wasn't a score.
That's
honestly.
my thing. I love that there wasn't a score, you know? It made it feel more natural, more
I just
raw.
meant just for those parts, because I don't know how to make it,
That's the thing.
because those are the only parts that I feel like weren't, like somewhat, obviously some shots and stuff were cool.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was literally just silent dude walking.
Right.
So, going in, I expected a gruesome slasher, a unique gruesome slasher.
Well, some of the kills were off screen, which was a bummer.
They were, yeah.
I think only one or two, like the drowning, and then the first one. After like the first 15 minutes, I was kind of worried. I was like, oh boy, this might be a real stinker, because that first kill is off screen and the characters were annoying as hell. But
Yeah, dude, I hated the
It's a
characters,
slasher,
but I feel like
so-
that was the point.
yeah,
I love that first shot though, when he grabs the guy, goes for the head, and then it's his hands bloody.
go in the eyes.
and it goes to the locket or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so sick. So let me just explain the plot. It's it's very simple.
It's basically Jason Voorhees.
It's about some teens. They discover a old locket in a burned down fire tower, and they take it and they awaken some guy who the locket is very significant to him, and he's some evil spirit. His name's Johnny, and he was a slow guy, right?
mentally
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah, and basically he seeks vengeance on them. So
It's not the most
basically-
innovative plot, but
It's basically a Friday the 13th from Jason's point of view.
yeah.
yes, it is very unique.
similar.
I would say it's one of those experimental films like The Outwaters, Skinamarink.
Outwaters, what a piece of
I
trash.
would say this is the best experimental film yet.
I was gonna say I feel like it's almost along the lines of Skinamarink, because like, I don't know how to rate or review it, because my rating is gonna be lower than how much I appreciate that it exists.
More fun than Skinamarink.
Because I do, well yeah,
Nothing really happened in that movie,
but I do appreciate like that the dude made this movie from this perspective and did well at it. Like it wasn't
yeah.
it wasn't trash just from that
I mean,
perspective.
there was some innovative kills. Like the yoga kill was fantastic.
Yeah, we'll get to them, man. Yeah, some really gory kills, like insanely gory. Like one of them, I audibly said, "Oh wow!" Like it was the yoga one. That one, man. That might have been
It was really well done. It didn't look super cheesy either.
I wish he would have left the body there for somebody to find though, instead of pushing it over.
Yeah, that kind of made it funny though.
Yeah.
The far view of like just falling down the hill.
that was an insane kill. Like I was uneasy watching
It was
that.
a cool kill, but I feel like it was the most unrealistic kill, because it literally folded like a tube that
Right.
goes in your engine or something. Like it was like, or like a bendy straw.
Right.
But it was very cool.
That was like what sold the movie going in, right? Is you're supposed to have some gnarly kills, and it's supposed to be told from the perspective of the killer, which is super unique. So that's why people went to see it, and I think it delivered.
First thing that stood out to me was the #1 motherfucker hat.
Yeah.
And then also,
And-
he also
and
had a
the
pendant.
necklace,
Yeah,
yeah.
a pendant that said #1
Right.
motherfucker. Which that should just be the tagline of the movie.
For sure. The main thing that bugged me was like his footsteps were so heavy through the whole movie.
I like
But then
that.
he was like, no, I'm saying like, but then he was like 4 feet away from him.
And then he's
And they
silent.
couldn't hear him or
Yeah.
see him in the broad daylight in the woods.
He's just some hulking beast, and they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally he was as close to them as I am to you, and at half the movie, and they had no idea.
Yeah.
But like I said, some of the most violent kills I've ever seen in any movie, and I've seen a lot. You know what I mean? I've seen a Serbian film, the Terrifier films, Inside, Martyrs. I've seen.
I don't know, to kill in Serbian film is pretty gnarly with
Yeah.
the boner through the eye socket.
It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
There's
mean-
a lot of Serbian films is next level, but anyway. Yeah, but like you said, it plays out like a Friday the 13th movie, right?
Well-
from Jason's perspective, and then it ups the violence to 11.
Also, I was gonna say, it was like that Friday the 13th game that we've played on the channel.
Yeah.
but without all of us having fun, talking shit, and sabotaging each other.
Right.
Like it played out like that video game.
It really did. It looked like a video game. Over the shoulder at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like him walking.
But I definitely,
third-person video game.
I'll watch it again once it's on Shudder or when it gets a physical release. I'll watch it again.
It was
Yeah.
really enjoyable. I mean, it's creative and original, which is hard to do, and you know what I appreciate about it is that it's very raw and no score, very natural. It's like a nature documentary at times, with just a brutal killer walking through the woods through the scenery. Like you're just watching that cliff face, like a beautiful cliff face, and then there's a mutilated corpse falling off of it. Yeah.
It was very cool for what it was.
Nature, it's like Friday the 13th, but nature plays a much bigger role, and it's more violent, of course. I love that the guy just used nature as like a whole, I don't know, like a whole character. You know what I mean?
I mean, minus the yoga kill, what was your guys' favorite kill?
What's my favorite kill?
Favorite part of the movie?
Favorite part of the freaking wood splitter kill was pretty violent too.
That's pretty gnarly.
That's cool. Then, or like the sickle from behind the tree.
That was
where
pretty
he just
sick.
pulls it.
The rock crushing the head.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like that
splattered like a pumpkin.
Yeah, it splattered so much.
That rock wasn't that huge, but
No, it wasn't.
Well, it's because like you're supposed to how the force he would put.
yeah.
Man.
I love
yeah,
the
like-
ending, like the ending axe to the face. The guy's like, "What are you doing?" Immediately, just his face just
man.
splits, and then he does it for like 5 minutes, just hacking.
Oh yeah, you just over and
yeah.
over, which honestly seems to kind of be prevalent in movies nowadays, like where
Overkill?
one kill they just smash somebody in the face for like half the movie.
Really?
Man.
Like I mean, multiple things we've seen. Like
I couldn't think of something that where he smashed the dude that long.
what did we just watch? Not that long, but
It got
I mean
to be like comedy level.
But what did we just watch? The Blood Gorge. They did that for a little bit.
Yeah.
In When Evil Lurks, wasn't there a part where it, like repeatedly smashed
There
somebody?
might have been.
Probably.
Yeah. But what was your guys' biggest gripe with the movie? If you had to pick something.
Like I said, I just don't know how to make some of it more engaging
100%.
because the whole premise is that like it's just point of view from the killer, and the killer doesn't fucking talk,
It took a lot of liberties.
and he just walks slowly through the
Took
woods.
a lot of liberties with the pacing. So
I don't have any huge gripes, just because was what I expected, and then like a little more fun than I expected, because the kills were cool, and even like the walking through the woods I was fine with, because it didn't last super long time.
and it was shot beautifully.
But
Yeah.
I love like horror movie scores.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that it didn't. I think it fit this movie perfectly that it
I
didn't
feel like
have a score.
I feel like for the parts like of him just walking, it makes perfect sense not to have a score because you're supposed to like take in that whole experience.
Yeah.
But I feel like other parts could have benefited from it.
I disagree. I think leaving it raw and almost like just like natural, it fits the movie. so
Yeah, but I
perfectly.
mean, I feel like if you wanted it that raw,
I did
it
like
shouldn't have
that.
been as shot as well.
Yeah,
It is. I thought it was shot as well.
it was. Yeah.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you want like the raw no score, it shouldn't have been shot as clear and like
no.
perfect.
I thought it was shot beautifully and just I don't know.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying.
You think
If you
it
wanted
What
it
do you
the
think?
raw feeling no score, it shouldn't have been shot as nice and clear. Like it should have been a little rougher if that's what they were going for.
Maybe. I thought
Especially because if it's from the killer's point of view, like, you know what I mean? It's not from a fucking $10,000 camera point of view. It's from a fucking serial killer with no eyeballs point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, the only pretty big gripe I had was the dialogue and the characters, but
They were
it's a
so bad,
slasher,
but
so
yeah. I feel like it was
dialogue
leaning
so
into
bad.
it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool tool to use, like the audio and the dialogue, like from afar, but you could see, it was like clear.
I don't mean that. I mean like the campfire.
Yeah,
whole,
I
like,
think he just
dialogue
means
and
the
talking and-
actual dialogue between the characters was not good.
It was like
No, I know that.
borderline
I know that.
annoying.
I'm just saying, it's as if they had the mic super close and we were right by the characters, but yet we were with the killer.
Yeah, killer.
It was pretty cool. That was a neat little tool, I thought. But yeah, you're right. Some fat could have been trimmed from this movie, and it would have served a lot better as like a short film, I think. But they did stretch it out to they got to fill 90 minutes, and I thought it was pretty solid actually. I mean,
I think so too.
if you would call this an experimental film, I think it succeeded on a lot of levels, and I really enjoyed it. So what do you guys think? You guys want to get to our ratings, our score?
I was just gonna say I like that they didn't completely ruin by ending it with him like in the car or like somehow catching them, or
I really thought that he was going to be in the back seat somehow.
that would have been so dumb.
It would have been. It would have been. I'm glad that he wasn't.
Or if when they stopped, he's by the road, like
Yeah.
30 miles down the road.
Oh yeah, I thought definitely when that lady was
Well, no.
helping her, she was gonna get decapitated or something.
Well, here's the thing, though. You got to think about it. She was running through those woods all night, right? So she could have ended up right where he was, right?
Yeah, but they drove
Yeah,
away.
she drove super far.
Like,
No, I know, but she walked through those woods all night, right?
yeah, but
When
that
she got
lady
in the
was
car-
driving. How would he be in her car?
I'm not saying in her car. I'm saying when she stopped.
Yeah, she drove for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but she drove. Like, he can't walk the pace of a car.
No, but she was going through the woods all night from where she picked her up.
Yeah, but where she picked her up, but then she drove. So
I know.
even if they were literally at the same exact spot, once she gets in the car, he can't reach her.
It's kind of like It Follows. Like,
Unless
it
he
would take him
fucking can
forever.
teleport or run
That's the way
40 miles an
slashers
hour.
Work, right? That's the way slashers work. But you guys want to get to our scores or ratings?
Sure.
Sure.
And by the way, this movie is directed by Chris Nash, and I will be checking out his other work.
Yeah, I think this was his first movie.
I think it was a great,
So hopefully,
He'll get more work
great
for sure.
first film. I think it was just awesome.
but hopefully he's not one of the dudes that like tries to just do this for like 4 movies in a
Yeah.
row. Like, I hope he does something
Right.
else different and cool.
All right, guys, let's get to our ratings or scores. What do you guys think?
Good.
I
You
gave it a 7.5.
I gave it a 7.
6.5.
Okay, you guys, do you think you, final recommendation, watch it ASAP, watch it whenever, or skip it?
Say whenever.
I'd say, yeah, wait when it gets on Shudder. If you have Shudder, that'll be free. Watch it.
It's definitely worth a watch.
I would
Yeah, if
say-
you're into slashers,
I would say whenever, or if you're into horror, I would say watch it ASAP, but we'll call this one watch it whenever. But yeah, that's it, guys, right?
Yes, sir.
oh, those
for
horses
watching.
reek.
Thanks for watching, guys. That's our review for In a Violent Nature. It's a sick, if you're into gnarly kills, check it out. And we'll see you on the next one. Later!